Okay, let's talk about it. Playing elite Division 1 volleyball. For so many young athletes, that's the dream, right? But there's a huge gap between dreaming about it and actually living it. So today, we're going to break down what that journey really looks like, starting with the very first big question you got to ask yourself. So, you want to play at the highest level. Maybe you're 11, maybe you're 12, and you've got that fire in your belly to compete with the best of the best. If that's you, then this is for you. We're about to get real about what it actually takes to make that happen. And this right here, this gets to the absolute heart of it. It is so easy to love the idea of being elite. You picture the cool uniform, the big televised games, the scholarship offers. But all of that, that's just the tiny tip of the iceberg. The real stuff, the work that actually matters, is everything happening underneath the surface when nobody's watching and nobody's cheering. And at some point, every single serious athlete gets to this, a fork in the road. It's a choice. And it's a huge one. It's a decision about the kind of life you're really going to lead. Suddenly, it's not just about volleyball anymore. It's about, well, it's about everything. This quote says it all, doesn't it? You can't chase two rabbits at the same time. If you try, you're going to end up with neither one. You have to pick. You have to decide which rabbit, which path, which life you are truly going all in on. So what are those two rabbits? Well, let's look at the two paths. On one side, you've got the civilian life. That's the normal kid experience, right? You get to hang out on Friday nights, you go to parties for fun. But on the other path, you have the volleyball player. Your Friday night is all about getting ready for Saturday morning practice. And for fun gets replaced with because it's needed, doing that extra work you know you have to do to get an edge. You just can't live both lives. You have to choose one. Okay, so let's say you choose that volleyball path. That means you have to fall in love with the unseen work. This is way more than just what happens during the 2 hours of practice when your coach is blowing the whistle. This is the whole secret. The game is won and lost in these quiet moments. It's the early mornings before school, the extra reps after practice. It's the discipline you show when you are the only person on earth who will know if you did the work or if you skipped it. So what does this grind actually look like day to day? Well, it's showing up for practice before practice starts. It means hitting the weight room for extra workouts when you're already tired. It's waking up for those early mornings, week after week, month after month. And maybe the hardest part of all, it's losing a huge championship game, feeling totally crushed, and having the strength to get right back in the gym the next day. That's what resilience is all about. And here's where the mindset really shifts. This all goes beyond just pure effort. It becomes about ownership. Total 100% ownership. You have to become the CEO of you. Your coach is your guide for sure, but at the end of the day, you're the one in charge of your career. And this responsibility, it's not some abstract idea. It gets really specific. It's things like fueling your body for performance, even when you'd rather just grab some junk food. It means you're managing your own nutrition, not just leaving it up to your mom to figure out. And it's doing the little things on your own, like mental reps before a game, or practicing wrist snaps against a wall in your bedroom. It is a 24/7 job. When you commit to something this deeply, volleyball stops being a hobby you do after school. It completely reshapes your world, including your friends and how you spend every minute of your day. Man, this quote is so true, and it really highlights how long-term this whole sacrifice thing is. For an athlete on the D1 track, summer isn't a break. It's a training block. It's your prime opportunity to get stronger, faster, and better while everyone else is taking time off. And all of this leads to something that can be kind of tough, but it's just reality. When your priorities and your schedule are completely different from most of your friends, your social circle, well, it's naturally going to start to change. It's a simple fact. You will sacrifice time. You'll miss out on parties, on sleepovers, on things with friends, and even family. But what happens is you start spending all your time with other volleyball players. And why is that? Because they're the only ones who actually get it. They understand why you can't hang out tonight because they have that same 6 a.m. workout tomorrow. Your team literally becomes your family. So after all these choices, all this sacrifice, all this unseen work, what is it? What's the one thing that really ties it all together? What's that one defining quality that separates the really good players from the truly elite ones? We've talked about all the things you have to do, but all those actions are fueled by a specific kind of mindset. It's a mindset that is incredibly rare
and it is the engine that drives every single top performer out there.
And the word is relentless. Just let that definition sink in for a second. Showing no abatement of severity, intensity, strength, or pace. That means no letting up. Not for a day, not for a single rep. Ever. It's a constant, forward-moving pressure that you apply to yourself day in and day out. And this is what relentless means in the real world. It means looking at all the hard stuff we've talked about, the early mornings, the extra workouts, the social sacrifices, and not just being willing to do it, but actively choosing to do it. Why? Because you know that's the price of greatness. Most people just aren't willing to pay that price. The elite are.
And so that brings us right back to where we started, that fork in the road. And listen, there is no right or wrong answer here. The D1 volleyball life isn't for everybody, and that is 100% okay. But now you know. You know what that path really demands. The only question left is, which rabbit are you going to chase?